Welcome, race fans, to the SimWorld Racing Network's presentation of the Quick Finishers Racing League at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I am your host, David Hera. In the booth with me today is David Lerfano. David, welcome back, man. I missed you at the truck race there.
Yeah, we had family stuff that came up. Had to family comes first, but yeah, glad happy to be back here at Vegas.
Yeah, man. Glad to have you back. As always, this track delivers some really exciting racing. May see them 4 and 5 wide here. This is a 1.5-mile track here in Las Vegas, Nevada. What do you think you're going to see today, Dave?
I mean, I like Vegas for the simple fact they'll stay bunched together here, especially on the short run. Then they'll slowly separate, but on fresh tires, early run, it's almost like a restrictor plate track for a little bit, except the side by side. But they'll stay bunched together. Should make for an exciting race.
Yeah, most definitely. And this is the 41 Special at Las Vegas. And I really want to find out more about 41 Special. I know who the sponsor of this race is in the 41 car, Michael Kurgelak. So I think it looks like he's muted, or I'd like to get him in here, but he's muted, so I'm not sure if he's stepped away or whatnot. But give us a little rundown, Dave, of the lap count, the stages, as we have 2 stages here in the Quick Finishers Racing League. So we can kind of get a feel for what we're going to see here in today's race as far as cautions without incident.
Yeah, so tonight they're running 151 laps around Vegas. The stage breaks are at lap 48 and 99. From what I know, a fuel run is right around 36, probably 36 to 40 laps. So that means these drivers, barring any yellows that come out during the stages, they're going to have to pit, at least for fuel, to make it through these stages.
Yeah, and this track can lead to some green flag stretches for sure. And we know this field has the talent to do that. So if that happens, we're going to see maybe for the first time a pit stop in green flag condition on that first stage, where rather than it be the second stage or a ladder, the final stage there, which is typically the longest.
Yeah, I think most of the yellows that come out in these races normally happen early on. Guys trying to feel it out a little bit, figure out what they can and can't do. And usually, typically, we get, like you said, the long green flag runs. But I predict, if we see a caution early on, maybe 10 laps into this race, I think you're going to see everyone hit pit road and top off on fuel so they can make it through the end. Because a lot of times you never know if that's going to be the last caution or not. And you don't want to be that guy that, gets stuck and can't make it on fuel. So early caution, something early on, they'll all hit pit road.
Yeah, so we have good weather out here today in Las Vegas. Partly cloudy, 78 degrees. Track temperature's about 99 degrees. I don't feel that that's going to be any problem today, at least with the temperature here early on.
No, I think it'll cool off maybe later in this race. Right now, I think it's going up a little bit, but 99 degrees isn't bad here. Vegas tends to get a little bit slick at times. So we'll have to keep a close eye on those track temps all race long.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm excited to get started here. We are about 5 minutes away from qualifying as they're still working on some practice here. I want to remind you guys to go, if you like the paint schemes that are going here, Tyrone Yo runs Ty's iRacing paints. And if you check him out, you can email him about some of his paints. They're doing a custom paint for you at TYOHE TYO at yahoo.com. Be sure and check him out on Facebook at Tyrone Yo Jr. And that's Yo, YOHE. We always said Yohi back in the day, right? But yeah, check him out.
And his wings a little bit, doing some other type of stuff besides just driving these cars around here. So it's good to, a lot of the guys have reached out to him to get some stuff done that maybe they just don't have time to do or don't know how to do. So yeah, Tyrone's been working at that and getting better each and every paint he does.
Yeah, certainly. And I've tried doing these paints before too, and they're pretty difficult to put together. Very very time consuming. But yeah, be sure and check out Ty Paints. You can catch him Tyrone Yo Jr. on Facebook. But this is the 41 special at Las Vegas. Looking at Michael Kerjelak here in the 41. I believe he sponsored this race. I want to find out what's so special about the 41. Maybe we'll see it tonight on track, Dave.
Yeah, maybe we'll be talking to Michael Kerjelak after the race. That'd be cool.
Yeah, currently the fastest car in practice was Larry Stubblefield with Michael Kerjelak second. Now their best times were 29.84 and 29.93. Greg Barnett is third at the 29.94. Then Kyle Purcell fourth with a 29.96. If Curtis Saubern also timing in with the 29.96. James Nelson and Chad Snyder sixth and seventh with a 29.97. And Kenneth Pack with a 29.98. So it's pretty close throughout this top 8 as far as the times go here in practice.
Yeah, and it's to be expected. Larry Stubblefield, very good driver, smooth, consistent. Right now, pacing his best lap is about a 10th quicker than the rest of the field here. But that's to be expected. Larry's always up on the wheel and very good and clean, solid driver all the way around.
Well, he's going to be upset to hear you say all that. Not to hear you say all that, but while he was spinning, trying to get off pit road there, he's just giving a little too much throttle on that Night Owl Souza machine. There's the number 75 auto serve machine of James Nelson.
Yeah, it's good to see a good field of cars here. It looks like we're going to have 20 of them right as of right now. Take the green flag, so good field of cars here.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting to see how well, if you don't get a good qualifying effort and have to start in the rear or just choose not to, how you're going to navigate through this traffic. As I think, I looked to maybe an early caution, and then guys are going to start stretching it out. But let's keep in mind, a lot of these drivers ran this race just a few weeks ago with the All-American Racing League. So they have some lap time here this season in this car, the next gen, or I guess it's Gen 7 we should start calling that. But yeah, so they have some experience here already from running in the All-American Racing League.
Yeah, and that, with the two leagues kind of coming together there with All-American Racing League and Quick Finishers Racing League, the two series are running identical schedules just a couple weeks apart. So AARL runs that track first, and then a couple weeks later you'll have the QFRL guys running that track as well. So only benefits these guys to put the seat time in over there, and only make them better and help them out when the time comes to run over on this side.
Yeah, so for the folks watching at home, if you're following one of these drivers, which we know you are, that's why you're here. And if not, find somebody to follow. But anyway, you can follow them on over to Tuesday nights when we run the Cup Series for AARL, and Sunday nights we run the Truck Series for AARL. A lot of these same drivers running in both those series, as Dave was just alluding to there. So be sure and check us out over there as well. Ring the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the action. As these guys are having a little fun here at the end of practice and just wadding these things up.
Yeah, it looks like practice has come to an end. We're going to start qualifying here. But yeah, the folks at home, reach out here in the chat. Let us know who you're rooting for. Love to hear from you guys. And yeah, let us know.
All right, we are going to start our pre-race activities here, folks. As soon as we get some iRacing video. Dave, are you seeing anything for qualifying, sir? Okay, there we are. The gridding was taking a bit of time there, and we know that iRacing just did an update, so I have my fingers crossed through the whole thing there. But let's go ahead and jump above the track here and stand by for our national anthem. Please rise if you're able and remove your hat as the United States Navy Band performs our national anthem. All right, folks, we are back like we never left. Thanks again to the U.S. Navy Band for their rendition of our national anthem. Qualifying is underway. Currently, the 82 of Stubblefield takes that top spot with a 29.987 over Cameron Harris in the number 43 Toyota entry. Good to see Cam back out here. Haven't seen Cam out here in just a bit. And it's really good to see him back out here racing in the QFRL.
I was just about ready to say that. Cam has been, usually when he's here, he's competitive, running at the front, looking to win a race here. He's been kind of missing for a couple weeks, but here he is back at Vegas.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the 88 of Thornton, who was last week's winner at Atlanta. He put on a heck of a race. I believe he won both stages, maybe. Did he sweep that?
Yeah, I believe he did. I believe he won both stages, won the race. So right now, let's see, kind of a little bit of a poor qualify. He bumped up a little bit.
Yeah, he jumped up to that 10th position overall right now.
Yeah, so we'll see how he does. This is the first race too. That is not a restrictor plate style track. So we had Daytona, the Daytona 500 as the opener. Last week was Atlanta Motor Speedway, which is, a plate style race now. So this is the first track for these drivers to get back to a more normal mile and a half and see what they got for their intermediate package.
Yeah, Chad Snyder jumps up to the 5th position in that number 26 Camry. I believe that's Blues Race Designs machine there on this car. I believe Blues Race Designs is on this car this week. But pretty good run for Chad Snyder. That may be wrapping up our qualifying session. And that's why this thing goes to a black screen now, which is kind of odd for me, but apologize at home for that. It should pop in as soon as they take the grid. But meanwhile, let's see, we don't have qualifying completed quite yet. I think it's trying to complete.
Yeah, it looks like qualifying still up. I'm not seeing any changes yet.
Now, are you seeing a black screen as well, Dave?
I am not, but qualifying has just now ended, so they're going to be taken to the grid here shortly.
Okay, so there we go. Swapped us into replay mode as it tries to transition. It's very interesting. Are you seeing the grid yet? Let me see if I can select a driver and get it to switch out.
It is ridding. We got Michael Kurgelak on the pole.
Yeah, I am getting... there we are. See, yeah, that confused my cameras quite a bit when it does that long delay like it was doing.
Yeah, we gotta apologize too. The iRacing just did a massive update, and it's been a little wonky, but we're gonna try our best to get through a lot of this here tonight.
Oh, we're gonna make it. I'm confident in it. I'm confident in it. So looks like we're waiting on a few drivers to take the grid here. While we're waiting, let's go ahead and look at our qualifying order. As your pole sitter is the number 41 of Michael Kurgelak in the 41 special at Las Vegas.
Conspiracies again?
Yeah, Larry Stubblefield is second with Cam Harris third. Zulu is in fourth, and Chad Snyder rounds out your top 5. Curtis Salburn is 6th. 7th is Kenneth Pack. Greg Barnett is 8th. And Dustin Matney is 9th, with James Nelson rounding out the 10th position.
Yeah, rolling off 11th is going to be last week's winner, Eric Thornton. 12th is going to be Tyrone Yo Jr. Let's see, 13th will go to Kyle Purcell. 14th, Benjamin Campbell. 15th, Gregory Robinson. 16th, Tyler Nelson. 17th is going to be Mark Hollifield. 18th goes to Tommy Osborne. 19th, Brendan Mathia. 20th, James Bowden, and rounding out your field in 21st is going to be Nathan Christensen.
Yeah, Dave, so this is 21 car field. Lights are out on the pace car, I do believe. We are going green this next time by. First initial start of the race is on the flagman. Your any consecutive restarts after cautions and such will be on the leader in the restart zone. As soon as they hit the loud pedal, it is on. So, here we go. We know how this gets at the very start of this race. It's a different look for the 43. Usually has that really shiny Coors Light paint. Looks like he's running a Columbia paint today.
Yeah, a little change up for Cam in the 43.
Change is good sometimes.
Yeah, it helps to freshen things up.
Absolutely. As we see the flag in the hand, Barney's got it. Let's see when he sets them off, Dave. Pace car dips down pit lane.
Green is out. We are underway in the Special 41 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Yeah, as they come down into turn 1, your leader is Michael Kurgelak. Battling on that outside, Larry Stubblefield trying to make something happen. Try to fend off Cam Harris.
Yeah, Larry get a good run up on the outside off of turn 2. Cam Harris is going to follow behind me here, out of 4 to complete lap 1. Larry Stubblefield all over the back bumper of the 41 as we head back down into 1.
Yeah, Larry's going to keep the 41 honest here. He's running a little bit lower line. The 41 may have gotten in just a little hard as the 82 is now drawing to the rear bumper of that 41. Cam Harris sitting in 3rd position, waiting for these guys to kind of slip up just a bit. Oh, as the 98 dives down below the 43. 43 thinks better of it. Avoids contact.
98 with a big run down there on the bottom into turn 3.
Yeah, so a
big
big
side by side with Cam Harris down in turn 1.
So we have the 12 running the middle line. We get 3 wide between the 75, the 12, and the 01 running the high line.
Oh, they make it through.
80,
They're all bunched up here.
The 88 gets a tap from the back a little bit. Yay. Saves it. Looks like he's going to bring it on down pit road. Oh, nope. He's back on track. He may have something broken in the suspension here.
Yeah, tough break for the 88. See if he can maintain here and keep it going. We are bottled up here from 4th on back. Cam Harris, big run down the back.
He's letting that 43 eat up there on the high side. Cam's known to do that. Really find good runs from the high side.
Looks like 3 wide behind them. Chad Snyder in the middle. They sort that out before they get back to turn 1.
We mentioned this auto serve machine of James Nelson. If you're in the Charlestown, West Virginia area, be sure and go check out Auto Serve for all of your auto needs. He's trying to make some moves here. He's currently up 1 position, but he's about to take a couple more. Looks 3 wide on the 38 and the 26.
Yeah, that was some tight quarters there off of 2. This through 3 wide, heading into 1.
Yeah, he's going to keep it down on that low entry. 16 washes up a bit. Now they're just down to 2 wide. 38's to the outside door of the 75. 16 comes to give a little push, a little assistance to that 75. Says, okay, I'll help you by him. Back out front, we've had a lead change in the midst of all this. We apologize, we missed that. As Larry Stubblefield has made it around Michael Kurgelak. And
now Curtis Sovereign's chomping, trying to get that 2nd position away from Michael Kurgelak now.
Yeah, and it looks like Eric Thornton last week's winner did come down pit road to get that damage repaired. Most likely had to use that fast repair. It's Brenda Mathias on pit road too. Not sure what that's about.
Check in on Brendan. I don't see.
Did he even get
sitting on pit road? Yeah, it looks like he
maybe having some connectivity issues.
But change for P2. Looks like the 6 of Curtis Sovereign has made his way around. Now we get the 01 of Kyle Purcell chomping, trying to get up there on the outside of Curtis Sovereign.
Yeah, not much room out there.
But...
the outside seems to be really fast, Dave.
Yeah, Kyle Purcell's making that outside work. Michael Kerjelak, who lost those positions there, now moved to the outside, trying to see if that'll work for him. Still side by side, Kyle Purcell in the 01, the 6 of Curtis Auburn, as they work here through turns 3 and 4. Ooh, tight off of 4. Still side by side all the way down through the trail.
And where, if you look behind them, Dave, they're 2x2x2 all the way back. There's racing.
That's what I call a gaggle.
Yes. The 98 looks to the inside of the 41, decides better. Didn't really want to run it up the middle there. It's too early for that. 26 is now moving to the inside of the 98, trying that low side. See if he can get around the low way, trying to follow the 75 on around. He's up front.
And new leader Curtis Auburn now has taken the lead from Larry Stubblefield on lap 11.
We were just talking about the high side, and he does it on the bottom. Then you immediately see the 01 drop down there. And now Cam, who was also running up there, Cam Harrison, the 43, has dropped down to the low side.
Yeah,
just when we think one lane's running, Dave, the next one takes off.
It looks like Larry Stubblefield kind of bailed out of that one. Maybe come back here, save some tires here for the end of the run.
You know, and usually we see, we talk about it, Larry Stubblefield kind of just hanging out in the back and waiting, and then at the end you see him right there in the front. Kind of Kevin Harvick style, right? Where you just wait, and then late in the race, you're the closer. But this time he decided to go.
We got a new leader now. Kyle Purcell on the bottom of the racetrack goes by the number 6 Curtis Auburn.
We're on lap 12 of 161 here in the QFRL Cup Series, the 41 special at Las Vegas. We are the Sim World Racing Network. Hope you're enjoying
this. You see Larry Stubblefield kind of put it in the wall there a little bit off at 4.
One of the Night Owl Souls 82 Chevrolet. The 6 gets a good entry. I mean, that car is really sticking on entry. And he makes up some time on the 01. I just think if there's a time it doesn't stick, that's when you lose time to the leader, right? You may get in really, really good, but then if you have to kind of let up off that throttle too much, then your exit is trash.
Yeah, and you really got to watch your tire wear here as well, and I think that's what Larry did. He kind of went back there, cooled his tires off a little bit. With the stage breaks, those stage points mean a lot here. Winning the stage means even more, so it's about being there at the end. So I think a lot of these drivers are saying, if you want to run away with it right now, go for it. I'll get you here at the end of the stage.
Yeah, I mean, it has kind of a green feel to it already. As the field's kind of spreading out, there's a couple of side-by-side battles of 26 and the 16. Oh, the 26 hits the wall. Comes off of the 16 a little bit and hits the wall. He is dropping back through the field. Thought he was coming to pit lane right there. And I think he was.
He's just loose. He may have a problem here.
He may have something broken. You smack the right front on the wall here, and he hit pretty hard. And you can break it for sure. I mean, even if it's not that, he may have just really, really upset the tires on this thing. And now because when he hit the wall, it kind of kicked him sideways.
Yeah, I'm watching Chad here, see what he does. He dropped all the way to the back of the field. It looks like he's staying out, so maybe he's just feeling it out here. See what it does.
Yeah, it's still a long, long way to that lap. What was it?
48, I believe.
So, yeah, we're looking at another 30 laps here.
And remember, if this stays green, I don't believe they can make it on fuel, so you're probably going to see a green flag stop for fuel.
And maybe that's what it is, too. Maybe Chad doesn't need to pit, but he also needs a couple more laps. Let's see, how many laps could we run again? It was 30-something?
I think it's about 36, so I'm going to say about 36 to 40, somewhere in there.
You could short pit now.
Oh, yeah, all these guys can come down now.
And be in good shape for the rest of the run. So if Chad was having a problem, the car didn't feel right, maybe he was just taking time gathering it back up, letting the tires cool some. He's some 4 seconds back now. Is that what I'm reading?
Yeah, it looks like he's about almost 6 seconds
yeah.
behind. But Kyle Purcell has kind of run away with this at the front. He's out to a almost second and a half lead here over Curtis Auburn. Oh, contact back. What happened? Did they save it? Looked like they saved it. 98 kind of came up into the 82.
This is the Quick Finishers Racing League. If you'd like to, drive one of these cars, if you're into iRacing, or you're thinking about joining and just need some information, be sure and contact these guys. Great group of admins here. It's Quick Finishers Racing League. Just search QFRL on Facebook. Give them a message, and they'll help you with whatever it is that you need, information-wise, to start your journey or maybe career here with Quick Finisher Racing League.
Yeah, great group of drivers over here. As you can see here, first 20 laps, caution-free, clean racing. Fun group of drivers to be around.
Competitive racing, but it looks like Cal Purcell has started to pull out, Dave. He's out almost 2 seconds over Curtis Auburn. And these guys are, we're kind of racing behind them. They're never going to catch them if they're side by side. So, if the 41 could be content running there for a little bit, they could possibly run. He and the 6 could possibly run, but he's not content as he goes to the outside of the 6, just as I said it. He said, nope, I'm faster and I can run him down, so I'm coming around.
Yeah, it looks like right now Kyle Purcell knows something nobody else does. He's continuing to just pull away from the rest of the field here, able to save tire and maintain speed in that car.
The 6 really got slow there. Oh, it's slowed up to 75. Who gets the bumper by this up from the 16? Puts him in the wall just a little bit. Still moving. No position lost, but you wonder if he scraped that thing up just a tad.
Yeah, this race from 6 back to about 10th or so is really heated up there, side by side, battling really hard here.
So we see the 3 of Nathan Christensen. He looks to the 38 and then backs off of it just a bit. I'm sorry, not the 3 of Nathan Christensen. That's the 3 of Robinson. Oh, as they're wrecking the 38, 16. I believe that 3 was in it as well. Let me see if I can find that on a replay so we can get that back. Caution is out.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happened there.
See what happened with Greg Barnett. So I don't really see an incident. But
I don't see much. Oh, the 16 got loose, came down as the 38 maybe got loose and went up.
We should see it right here, folks. Yeah, the 38 came up, the 16 was coming down. I think they were going to make contact either way, but something happened with the 16 that made him come down too.
Yeah, it looks like the 16 got loose coming off the wall, and the 38 kind of wiggled just ever so slightly and went up, and they just met in the middle.
Well, that lead erased.
Yeah, we're going to start fresh here. Everybody, you should see everybody to pit road. The question is, will they all take tires or not?
Without a doubt. I'm taking tires if I'm these guys. I mean, the times have fallen off over 2 seconds.
Yeah, we're going to have the stage break in about 20 laps so that they'd split this stage on tires pretty much.
Even if you tried to stay out or take 2 maybe, I think that with that amount of laps left, you're going to get to lap 48, you're going to get beat by the guys with tires.
Yeah, I'm watching the leader right here on pit road. Looks like I don't see tires going on that car right now. Looks like fuel only for the 10. See Greg Barnett in the 38. Right side's up. A lot of tires being taken here. I'm not sure on everyone else.
Check that 41. See, come off second. He may have taken 2 tires on the 40 on the 41. It's like several guys took 2 tires. Zulu will be the first car off. He's in that 98. He'll be the first car off with 4 tires.
Yeah, I'm looking at the 41 here. Looks like fuel only for the 41.
Oh,
fuel
he didn't
only
take
for
2?
the 82.
Okay. Yeah, so the first guy on tires is going to be Zulu. Cam Harris had a good stop, 7.9 seconds. I'm assuming that's fuel only as well. But
yeah, a lot of fuel only.
From the 98 on back, they took tires with the exception of Ben Campbell. It looks like he may have taken fuel only.
Yeah, so it looks, yeah, you're right. The 98, 38, 75, pretty much all those guys all took 4 tires and fuel by the looks of their pit stops here. So that's gonna shake it up here at the end of the stage.
Hey man, I'll be honest with you. I am looking at Zulu in the 98 and James Nelson in that 75 and Curtis Sauber at the end of this stage to be at the front. I'm thinking 4 tires are most definitely going to be the way to go. Just because of the
4
time
tires
fall off.
Yeah, I think that's the right call here. You get 5 extra sets in the pits. And the way this race is shaking out, looks like it's going to be clean, green most of the way. I think that's the right call right there, is to come down and take 4 tires. Try to get some stage points here. The stage is, like I said, about 20 laps away. Try to scoop up those stage points while you can. Yeah,
most definitely. And they just got to be careful because these guys, at first your tires are going to be a little slick. First, be careful to get your tires heated up. And then you're going to have to be careful for these guys that are going to be literally 2 seconds slower than you.
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge coming through the field here for some of these drivers. Like you said, you really got to be patient with a lot of these. But I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of three wide. Who knows, maybe even 4 wide here at Vegas with these drivers trying to get to the front around these slower vehicles.
And I am here for it, Dave. I am here for it. So if they want to take it 3 wide, I have no problem with that whatsoever. That puts on a good show for all these virtual fans in the stands and you at home watching on Sim World Racing Network. If you're enjoying yourself, hit that thumbs up button. Drop in the comments who you're pulling for, who you think will win this race of all these drivers. And answer the question, in your opinion, at this point in the race, are tires worth more than track position?
Especially in my opinion, 100% yes at this point. Right now, you're not going for the race win, but you want to get all the stage points you can to help yourself throughout this season and put yourself in a good position later on in the season. So if you can grab those stage points, and if you go out and win the stage, that's 1 playoff point that's going to help you later on down the road as well. So in my opinion, the 4 tires is absolutely 100% the right call here at this point in time.
Yeah, I want to give a quick shout out to Tommy Stuff 1. That's I guess Greg Barnett's parent there, and then Michael Bouvier. Man, I know you wish you could be here, but hopefully you get home in time for the next one. And Robert Laflamme says, "Come on, 75." So that's right. All right. Watching that auto serve 75 of James Nelson, oh babyface Nelson. As the lights are out on the pace car, we're going green. Pace car's in. Kyle Purcell's in charge of the restart inside the Geico restart zone. He can step on the loud pedal at any time, and there he goes. He's off. Gets a pretty good jump.
Stacked up a little bit.
I'm hearing crashing happening in the background, but maybe not.
Keep an eye on this 98 car. He's on the outside. Fresh tires. First car on fresh tires.
He's now working to the inside of the 3 of Gregory Robinson.
Yeah, it looks like James Nelson has leapfrogged the 98. Now working on the back of the 43 of Cam Harris there.
Yeah, James Nelson is the first on on 4 fresh tires.
Yeah, he's using it on the apron
too. Trying to take over the 3rd position here from Cameron Harris, and does so with ease. Tires so far, folks, are winning it. It's going to bring it. Now he's pressing down on the 80, on the 82 of Stubblefield. Moves to his inside, using those 4 fresh shoes.
Yeah, looks like James Nelson's going to make easy work of the field here.
He's bringing the
to the
98.6
lead.
with him. They're all coming to the inside. Oh, as they touches with the
Oh.
01. 01 was squeezing him down, and they just kind of got together there. And I don't think 75's real happy about that squeeze, so he just kind of door checked him a little bit, I believe, and
No, I
said,
mean,
"Hey,
there's
give a little room."
there's no reason to race these guys. You know they're on fresh tires. Let them go. You're not going to win this battle. But James Nelson to the lead, bringing the 98 with him. Curtis Sovereign now to 3.
Yeah, we're going to see how many spots Cal Purcell in the 82. Oh, they're sideways behind
Oh,
him.
reckon.
Yellow flag is out lap 32 here at the 41 special at Las Vegas. James Bowden has crashed.
Bowden.
We're going to go back and take a look and see what happened to James here. Yeah, he just thought he was clear, I believe, of the 38 and was not, and got himself turned. It's hard to judge sometimes exactly where that other car is, and your spotter may call you clear, and you're clear for that split second, and then it's over with. As James Nelson is your leader with Zulu in second, Curtis Sovereign in third, Kenneth Pack is rebounded up 3 positions to fourth. Kyle Purcell, who restarted in first, has now fallen to fifth, with Larry Stubblefield sixth and Dustin Matney seventh. What do you do here? I mean, I stay out if I'm on tires, but if I didn't take tires that first time and I was dropping back through the field, if I'm Kyle Purcell, I'm hitting pit lane. If I'm Larry Stubblefield, I'm coming down. You're going to lose a lot of spots here. They did not. They did not. First car coming down is Michael Kurgelak. He says, I don't want any more of this. He dropped like a rock as well, so now he's hit pit lane, along with Cam Harris, who also did not pit, coming in. Tyler Nelson is in. James Bowden, who was just in the crash, was in. Eric Thornton is back in the 20th position. I don't know if he's maybe out of this race. As that hung my camera. See if I can get the camera straightened back out, folks. I apologize. Sometimes if I select a driver... Yeah, he's no longer in this field, so I'm going to have to see if I can regain possession of my camera. That is so darn interesting.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, not sure why it wants to do that, but it did do it, so I'm going to correct it here real fast. I mean, I switched to a driver who was gone, but unfortunately they were still showing up there. Uh-oh. All right, Dave, you may have to reconnect to me there, bud.
Alrighty.
All right. At least we are back.
Good to go. Your leader is going to be the 75 of James Nelson. Let's see Robert LaFlamme come on 75. So there you go, Robert. 75 at the front of the field with the 98 of Zulu. Going to roll off P2 here on this restart. The third position is going to be Curtis Sovereign. Fourth goes to Kenneth Pack. And the leader at the last restart, Kyle Purcell, has fallen to fifth. We'll see. I would guess he's going to fall a few more positions here before the end of the stage. We've got a bunch of drivers back here that still have fresh tires, so we'll see how far these leaders fall.
Yeah, absolutely. Taking tires was definitely the way to go. I think they learned that in very short time there on that restart, as it did not take 75 long to dig his way to the front.
Yeah, I mean the only upside to not pitting on that last caution is these drivers that did not pit will have an extra set of tires at their disposal. We'll see if they get to that point where they can actually use them to an advantage, but that's yet to be seen. We've still got a lot of racing left to go. Looks like the lights are off here on the pace car.
We are still having some darn issues, and I hate that, but I've gotta get this fixed again. Don't know what's going on with the service lately. If it gets hung, we tend to have some huge problems. We're gonna fix it here, get it right back going. Usually it only happens once and then we're good to go. So we'll see how that works out for us.
If we need to switch over to me, I won't have all the fancy overlays, but we can do that if need be. But we are going to come to the restart here. They're working their way through turns 3 and 4 right now.
Okay. Let's see if we are back now. Hopefully we are.
Pace car is off. They're going to come to the restart zone, and they are off. Good jump of the 75. Looks like the 98 is going to fall in line behind him here in P2. Down in turn 1, 75, 98, and the 6. Here's your top 3. 6. Ooh, couldn't check up for the 98 there, getting the 2. Kyle Purcell, your leader before those pit stops, has now fallen back to P7. And he's looking to lose a few more here as well. But up front, the battle is on for P2. The 6 of Curtis Auburn is looking to the outside of the 98. Can't quite get there that time around. Now the 6 makes a stick on the outside, going to grab P2. Kenneth packing the 16, big move to the bottom of the racetrack, side by side with the 98, trying to take P3.
Hey, we finally got it back. Thank you, Dave, for kind of keeping us going there.
I'm doing my darndest.
You were doing a fine job too, sir.
Kenneth packing the 16, looking underneath the, who was that, the 12 of Dustin Matney, or maybe Matney's trying to get around the outside. I kind of missed the start of that battle. There, side by side back there. Greg Barnett trying to come up the middle now.
16 working down to the inside. Gets a good run on the inside. The 38 has to check up for him because once he gets in there, he kind of had to, being tight down. It got really tight and seemed to have to check up. Oh, as the 38 gets to his rear bumper of that 16 of Kenneth Pack. Some really good racing back here for 5th and 6th. This 38's now to the inside. Tommy Osborne has slowly and quietly, methodically moved his way up here into the top 7. And that number 1 Night Owl's machine, or Night Owl So's machine. Oh, and he looks like to be flashing there a bit. Let me see if I can get with. There we are. We have a battle for the lead. James. Listen, I'm not. James Nelson and Curtis Sauburn.
Yeah, it looks like the 6 now on the back bumper of the 75, trying to find a way around to take the lead away from James Nelson.
Zulu has finally cleared himself by about 4 car lengths over that 12 of Dustin Matney. Greg Barnett in 38 closing in on this 12.
Yeah, Kyle Purcell now has fallen to the 14th position.
I wonder what's going on with Cal Purcell's car there.
Well, he is on the older tires along with the 82. Yellow is out. Lap 44. Not sure what happened.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody around. Oh, Benjamin Campbell may have had an issue. Let's see if we can find out what happened to Ben. Well, we may have to rewind it here just a little bit, folks. I apologize for that, but we want to give you...
Ooh, yes, there's a problem with the... Looks like... Who is that? Tyler Nelson and Ben Campbell had an issue back here. Yeah, it didn't pop up on my screen, so you have to rewind it to see what happened.
All right, well, I was having
the 27 and the 85.
Now I'm seeing this crash. Let's see if that gives it to us or if something else occurred. Okay, that was after it happened, but man, that front of the 27 is gone. Let's back it up just a bit from here.
Yeah, Ben Campbell got loose off the corner, came down, and just made contact with the 85, which is unfortunate.
Oh, yeah, so he was already damaged there when that came out. So, okay, it doesn't look like we're going to get this.
We've got a bunch of those guys that did not pit. They're pitting now. 10. Ooh, trouble for the 10 and the 2 on pit road.
Yeah, they got locked together there. Tyrone even slid through his box after getting in there. You know, usually you can't make contact in iRacing on pit road. So I don't know if that's something new as Tyrone pulls off.
I think if you're coming to your box, you can make contact. That would be, well, apparently you can. So
yeah, but I mean, I thought I thought they were more in their box than that when that occurred. But
no, they were out on pit road.
Okay, so the angle I had, I thought I'd saw that, so that's all right. Thanks for keeping me honest. James Nelson is your leader, followed by Curtis Sauburn. Zulu is third. Fourth is Dustin Matney. Greg Barnett is fifth. Kenneth Pack sixth. Seventh, Tommy Osborne, with Chad Snyder rebounding to a P8 position after trouble he had early on. James Bowden is ninth, with Nathan Christensen rounding out your top 10. Now, question...
I don't believe that was the stage break.
Which means they're going to run 2 laps and have another caution?
I guess so. Normally this Series 2 closes the pit road with 2 to go, so that's interesting to see. We're going to see how this plays out, but I'm not 100% sure if that was the stage break or not. But I'm going to guess and say it might have been. They're working lap 47. The lights are still on, so...
So this very well is going to be the stage break, Dave. I can't imagine...
It looks like they did just switch it up. They're going to 1 to green right here. Lights just went out on the pace car.
So they may have a 1-lap shootout. Just not sure, folks. Not sure. Race control hasn't given us any information on that yet. So we'll see. If they throw a quick caution, get a quick caution here, and there was no incident that would have caused it, then we'll know for sure. This is the Quick Finishers Racing League Cup Series, the Special 41 at Las Vegas. I thought this was 41 special, but I think that reset whenever I...
Yeah, I'm still seeing the 41. So, yeah, if that was not the stage break, I would expect these drivers to make 1 lap. And then a yellow will be thrown, which is kind of funny and different, but we'll see what happens right here.
.75 takes us into the Geico restart zone, and he's off. It's a good jump out over the 6 of Curtis Sauber. be 3 car lengths as the 98's trying to look to the inside. The 6th throws a block. '16 of Kenneth Pack trying to make something happen on the outside of the 38. 38 gets clear.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess and say there will be a yellow right here. The 01's dropping like a rock, maybe to save tires here. He's on freshies. Pitted. See what happens as they come across the line right about now.
Caution is out. This will be your stage break. So in the points is James Nelson gets the stage win, gets 10 points and carries 1 point over into the playoffs if he makes the playoffs. Curtis Sauberman is second, gets the 9 points, 8 points for Zulu. Dustin Matney was fourth. He'll get the 7 points, then 6 points for Barnett, 5 for Kenneth Pack, 4 for Tommy Osborne. You get the picture. Chad Snyder, Michael Kerjlak, and James Bowden all finish in the top 10 and score in the stage points. It's kind of like bonus points for finishing that stage in the top 10.
Yeah, we'll have to follow up with QFRL and see how that played out. I thought they normally close pit road with 2 to go, but maybe it was still open for the rest of those drivers on that earlier yellow. A lot of them pitted with about 2 or 3 to go in the stage. So
yeah, and if it was open, I mean, smart on them, right?
Yeah.
So, they are going to gain the track position here as, the leaders are going to come down and put fresh tires on this, where you have Larry Stubblefield will likely take over the lead here with Tyrone Yo. I don't know if Tyrone may pit because I don't think he was only on pit road for 7 seconds.
Yeah, I was watching some of those drivers back there. Kyle Purcell kind of dropped right off and just rode around, trying to save some rubber. But all the leaders are on pit road. James Nelson, first one to the line.
See what Larry does. Larry stays out. Nathan Christensen stays out. Kyle Purcell will stay out. So this is going to turn the lead over to Larry Stubblefield, maybe?
Larry or Nathan.
I think it's going to be Larry.
Yeah, you're right. It's going to be Larry Stubblefield as your leader. Yeah, new top 3 here is going to be Larry Stubblefield, Nathan Christensen, and Kyle Purcell. Those are the 3 that pitted right before the stage break.
So you see the 75 coming off pit road now, followed by the 41. No, maybe the 6 of Sauber. Not sure who won that one to the line. We'll have to let iRacing kind of settle that one out. Looks like it will go to the 6 out behind the 75. But your leader is Larry Stubblefield, followed by the 33 of Nathan Christensen, with Kyle Purcell in the 01 in 3rd position. James Nelson, who's just on pit road, will come out 4th. 5th would be Curtis Sauber, Michael Kerjlak 6th, Zulu 7th. 8th is Tyrone Yo Jr., Dustin Matney 9th, and 10th is Greg Barnett.
11th is going to go to Kenneth Pack right now. Chad Snyder still hasn't rebounded from his earlier issue in 12th. 13th, Tommy Osborne. 14th, Gregory Robinson. 15th, Mark Holofield Sr. 16th, James Bowden. 17th, Cameron Harris. And I believe, Tyler Nelson, 18th. Is Ben Campbell still in the race? I don't believe he is. So 18 cars remain here.
Yeah, and earlier I mentioned one thing I want to mention again is with Ty's iRacing paints. If you would like to find out, check out some of his work or whatever, you can join him on Discord. The Discord is in the information section here for this video, so be sure and join up there. He's got even a display of his free paints that he's offering. As well as he's got paid paints for something particular that you want with your sponsors on it or whatever. If you're interested in sponsoring one of these cars and you don't do iRacing but you want to sponsor a car or a race or whatever here with the QFRL, just contact them on Facebook.com/QFRL and those guys will take care of you. Here at SimWorld Racing Network, if you want to get in contact with us, Dave, and Christian, who do all the broadcasting here. Christian takes care of our cup stuff on Tuesdays for All American Racing League. If you want to contact us, you can get us at facebook.com/SWRN. That's the World Racing Network. Or leave a comment on one of these videos, and we'll get back with you.
Let's see, the lights are out.
Larry Stubblefield will be the control car going into the Geico restart zone. Once we come out of turn 4 and the pace car dips off, he's going to crank that thing up and try to get pulled away from these guys behind him. We know the 01's been really, really fast. He's now sitting in that 3rd position behind the 82. We'll see how hard the 33 makes it, on the 82 here, and even if he gets passed by the 82 will usually get a jump, right, because he is the leader. But how difficult will he make it on that 01 to try to retain that 2nd position? It's so hard to get the lead if you are not the control car that I'm not counting out the 33. I'm just saying that likely he doesn't know exactly when the 82 is going to go. We'll have to see how it goes and see if he can be side by side with him going into turn 1 to try to take that top spot. But if not, then he's got to deal with the 01. And I'm curious to see how hard he races him. If he gets down on the door like the 01 has done a couple of drivers so far, yeah, you never know. This could get exciting. Exciting, folks. It's getting exciting. All right.
Yeah, pace car is off. Here we go in the restart zone. The 82 is off. Good jump for the 82.
Yeah, it looks like
the
they cut
01
Nathan
and 6,
Sleeper.
whole inside line.
And Nathan didn't quite get going. I wonder if he was in the wrong gear or just didn't realize how quickly they were going to go in the restart zone. So the 82 is now being challenged by the 01. The 01 goes to the inside. Looks like he's going to make this pass or at least get entry. And he is now clear of that 82. 82 fighting back on the outside. Should carry some momentum off. 01's going to slide up, do a slide job. New leader, Cal Purcell. 6 of Sauber now moving into the 2nd position.
Yeah, makes easy work there on the bottom of the 80. Underneath the 82, moves into the 2nd position.
Yeah, I don't think the 82 is really going to push it too hard. He doesn't have that many laps on his tires. Green flag, matter of fact, I think it's equal to what the 01 has. So I think maybe he's just kind of like, you know what, you guys want to go out there and push it hard, go ahead. I'll get you later. As we see James Nelson now on the inside of the 98 of Zulu. A couple drivers I'm not seeing tonight. Michael Boone, is a 75, gets really close to the 98. Also not seeing Rada, Zulu's brother. So a couple drivers
missing.
Yeah, I believe they have 3 provisionals in this series. I think some folks are using them up here, just race 3 now, but they're already using some this week. So they get 3 though, and sometimes you've got other things to do, some IRL stuff to get done, or you're late getting home from work, so you take that provisional just to keep you in the points.
Yeah, and that's maybe now making sense what happened to Brendan Mathia. I think maybe he did a start and park so he didn't have to use a provisional. That's making more sense to me now.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Maybe Eric Thornton did the same thing. I think you're right there, Dave. And that's smart on them because they're going to finish ahead of the guys who did take a provisional, who couldn't do the start and park because provisional is last place plus 1. I believe is the way it's done here too. I know that's the way it's done in AARL. I am not so certain. I believe it's done the same way here. And everything else is following the standard NASCAR real life kind of setup here.
Yeah. Doesn't look like Kyle Purcell is able to get away right now, maintaining about a 0.2 of a second gap over the 6 of Curtis. Yeah,
and that 82 is staying just right there with the 6. He's not He gets up on the rear of him, almost gives him like a little bit of a push, and then he's off of him a couple car lengths. You see now the 6 is coming right to the rear bumper of the 01. 01's kind of air blocking him there a little bit, I think. He's staying in there, putting dirty air on the nose of that 6. The 6 now looks like a little low. Gets a little air.
Yeah, it looks like the 6 is a little bit quicker than the 01 at this stage in the run. See if he can find or manage to find a way to get around the 01 here.
Yeah, and again, it could be just, hey, let me stay in contact with him for a while. I'll get him later. He does have a couple laps fresher tires. Again, like you mentioned before, the 01 really didn't run the tires hard the 2 laps that he was out there, or 1 lap under green. Just kind of rolled back to save and keep those tires as cool as possible. So we see the 75 make his way around the 82 of Larry Stubblefield. 98 of Zulu now looking to the inside of the 82.
And these drivers will need to hit pit road here before the end of the stage at lap 99 for fuel. They cannot make it all the way to the end of stage 2.
As we see the 41, our special buddy, the 41 special here at Las Vegas, of Michael Kerjelak, getting a good run to the back, gives a good shove to the 26 of Chad Snyder. They're currently running in the 8th and 9th position.
Yeah, good to see Chad Snyder make a little bit of a rebound from his issue earlier on in this race. So good job on Chad to get back here and back inside the top 10.
Speaking of rebound, Cam Harris has moved back up, is now just took over that 9th position from Kerjelak. That's a really good rebound for him as well. He was running back there around 18th position and was able to start working his way back up through the field here. Back up front, battle is on for the 2nd position is the 75 of James Nelson. Looks to the inside of the 6 of Curtis Sauber. These guys don't want to run side by side too long here. They're going to lose that leader again. This is kind of what happened to them on that last run, is they got to racing side by side for the 2nd position, and the 01 just started walking right before the caution flag. So we see the 75 and 6 still side by side. Of Matney dropping back a couple positions as Chad Snyder makes his way around. Cam Harris moves up into that 8th position, now battling side by side with Matney.
It looks like Chad Snyder now going after the 33, and Nathan Christensen trying to move himself up into P6 now. Ooh, real tight through the tri-oval.
Yeah, a little side draft in action to try to slow that car down that's trying to pass you on the inside there. We saw what happened earlier with that, so you got to be real cautious when doing that. So we see the 6 now putting some pressure on this 01 as he and the 75 have finally squared it away. 6 retaining that 2nd position.
Cam Harris in the 43 still side by side with the 12. Looks like he may clear him now off the corner. But here comes Kenneth Pack looking to make his way up through the field here as well.
As Kenneth is looking to the inside of the 12. He's actually to the inside, now clearing on exit. 4. The 53 of James Bowden moves around the 12. The 12 is kind of dropping at this point.
But so far in this stage, it's been all Kyle Purcell in that 01 as he's out to almost half a second lead here as the P1 and P2 and P3 will not leave each other alone, still side by side, trying to grab P2. Looks like James Nelson's going to grab it away from 6. I feel like if these drivers back here just stay in a line, they have a better chance of running down that 01. Anytime they get side by side, they're losing time to the leader.
Yes, the 82 is now starting to look to the back of the 6. The 6 is kind of dropping off just a bit. Maybe used the good on that thing a little early.
Yeah, it looks like the 82 kind of ran back there, saved his tires just a little bit. He's trying to make his way back to the front now.
I believe we are running to lap, was it 99?
Yes, lap 99. The end of lap 99 will be the end of stage 2.
So we still got a ways to go. I don't think they can make it. No. They'd have to go 49 laps to make it.
Yeah, I think I saw it was about 30, right around 36 laps on a tank of fuel.
Yeah, so you're not going to make it. But if it stays green, do you gamble and don't take tires? I mean, I imagine you just take fuel only enough to get to the end of the stage.
I would think you're going to be looking to see pit stops somewhere around lap 80. I would think so.
Now, if you could short pit,
I think under green you're just going to take fuel and go.
If you could short pit though, Dave, you could take tires and be quite a bit faster, a second and a half, maybe second and a half faster than these guys.
Yeah, I think if you're going to short pit, you're going to do it now. I think this is the time to do it. 75 laps in, or working to 74.
Yeah, so you could have enough time to utilize or to actually use those new tires that you're getting.
Yeah. So right now it's going to be, 15 laps or so before the stage break. Sorry, 20 laps or so.
As the 82 is running down this 01 car. I don't know if the 01's maybe just trying to save his stuff a little bit, but the 82 is on a tear.
Yeah, I think those front 3 were running really hard there early on. Larry was able to kind of run back there and save some tire here to make a run. Try to get around this 01 before the end of the stage. I mean, that time by, they ran almost identical times. Actually, Kyle Purcell was 3/100ths quicker.
As the 82's on pit road.
82's, yep. I was just going to say what happened to the 82, and then I looked over. So 82 on
is
pit
in.
road.
Gregory Robinson's in. And actually, there we go. There he is.
Let's see what the 82 does here. I'm going to assume maybe a splash and go here.
I don't know. You come in this early, I think I put tires on it.
Nope, no tires
no
for the
tires,
82.
yeah.
Looks like fuel only, but he's sitting there a while. He may have. That's interesting. He may be serving a penalty.
Oh, yes. I mean, I saw him lock up the brakes after he was the pit road. You see Chad Snyder coming down pit road.
Tough break for the 82. That's exactly what that is. He's serving a penalty, probably too fast entering pit road.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That will definitely set you back. I mean, the good thing is you're about to get you're going to go down. I mean, a lap and a half, maybe 2 laps here, right?
Looking at some of these other drivers, Chad Snyder's in. That looks like, let's see, right side's one up.
Yeah, he's
left
got
side,
left side
4
too.
tires. And he's on his way. Still waiting on these leaders to hit pit road.
I mean, they may decide to run it out. I don't know.
I think if you run it out, that's going to give these drivers an opportunity that pitted to make up some ground here.
As we see the 01 crossing the start-finish line now to take lap 80. Holding on to a 1.3 second lead out over the 75 of James Nelson. Zulu sitting back in third. Fourth is Cam Harris, rebound to the fourth position, just one spot below where he started on the day. Kenneth Background's at your top five as he's getting around the six of Curtis Sauber.
Yeah, I'm trying to kind of keep an eye on Chad Snyder just a little bit. He is a lap down. He took 4 tires. He's working his way around, or has worked his way around the 33 of Nathan Christensen. Oh,
yeah, he's working on the 82 now.
82, there you go.
He's got around the 3 of Robinson already and working his way around the 82 on these 4 tires. He's wanting to catch this 85 of Nelson because that would be the lucky dog if the caution were to come out.
I'm showing Nelson on the lead lap.
Oh, is Nelson, you're correct. Well,
if my scoring is correct, it looks like Chad would be the lucky dog.
yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right there.
Yeah, Chad is the first car lap down. I heard the 4 car is pitting, 6 is pitting. So a bunch of them hitting pit road right here. I'm gonna look at Curtis in the 6, see what he does here on his pit stop. If it's fuel only or tires.
If you follow these pit stops, and I'll be right back with you, bud.
Yeah, that's the 6 of Curtis Auburn hitting pit road now. We'll see what he does. And that's going to be fuel only for the 6. James Nelson on pit road. I know the camera's not following. David had to step away for a minute. Fuel only for the 75, and he is gone. Greg Barnett slides through his pit. Has to back it up. Kyle Purcell, 98 of Zulu. 53 of James Bowden, all still out on the racetrack. Kyle Purcell announced he will be on pit road this time by
Thank you, Dave. That was the one call I couldn't ignore. Nature. So
Kyle Purcell on pit road here for his pit stop. He's in his box, a little short in the box. He had to roll forward a couple times. That's going to hurt him.
Yeah, that's not going to work out too well for him.
Looks like fuel only for the 01. He is gone. Yeah, that's going to hurt the 01. Let's see how much time he loses.
Zulu's putting on 4 tires. I think it's a little late for that play. There's only 11 laps left.
Kyle Purcell joining the racetrack now off the backstretch. James Nelson going to go around him. That's going to move Nelson to the lead once the 53 of James Bowden hits pit road.
Yeah, Bowden was last down on 52. So he's got a couple of laps that he can still run. Maybe he's coming in now.
Yeah, so he's going to pit. That's going to hand over the lead to the 75 of James Nelson.
Yeah, followed
Cameron
by
Harris.
Cal Purcell and Cam Harris. Yeah.
Yeah, Cam Harris now moves into the P4 and Chad Snyder into the top 5. Chad Snyder did take fresh tires on his pit stop. So curious to see how that plays out here with about 10 laps to go in the stage.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to follow this 26 Blues Race Design Camry as he did take those tires, like you said.
I think Chad was one of the only ones to take tires on that stop. So see if he has enough time to kind of find a way through. So he's now looking outside of... Yeah, looking 3 wide. He thought better of it. Still looking 3 wide.
Now we're looking to the inside of that 43 of Cameron Harris to take over the 3rd position. Chad Snyder on the move. Now he's got this 85 of Tyler Nelson. Tyler is new if you've been following this, but he's doing a heck of a job out here as he's trying to work his way around that 01. He's like, I'm going to go get my lap back the hard way here if I can. Got to run down no dad.
Yeah, 26 looking to the inside of the 01 of Kyle Purcell. That is for the 2nd spot. No contest there with the 01 with those fresh tires. Now he's going to try to go after, run down the 75.
He's got time. It depends on,
he's got plenty of time.
The 85 is no slouch right now. He's pulling, the 85 is pulling away from Snyder even, and starting to run down his dad to get his lap back.
Yeah, I'm going to say the 85 took tires, but it looks like Chad Snyder now less than a second, closing in quickly here on the back of James Nelson, down to half a second.
Yeah, he's not going to have any trouble when he gets to him, I don't think, Dave. Yeah, Chad Snyder from Fredericksburg, Virginia, trying to look to the inside of the 75 of James Nelson. Needed a little more track on exit, didn't have it. Now working back to the inside again of that 75. He's going to clear him this time.
No contest, new leader, Chad Snyder.
And not only is the new leader, at this point he's going to walk away because it's still James Nelson, Kyle Purcell, and Cam Harris behind him before you get to Kenneth Pack, who did not take tires either. The next guy on tires is Zulu back in 6th. So the 98 also has tires. Isn't making as much time. Well, he is on Kenneth Pack, so it looks like he may be able to run down the 16 on tires here. 93 of 161 here in the QFRL Cup Series, 41 special at Las Vegas. This is the Quick Finishers Racing League. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/QFRL, or search QFRL. Chad Snyder is your leader. So we are going to have our final stage break at end of lap 99 is the pay window. You know, Chad Snyder's missed the race maybe 2. I don't know if he'll run for the points. I mean, obviously, I believe he would if he gets a stage win here and ends up with a really good finish tonight. Might be worth doing. He might be able to make up a lot of those points that he already lost by having to miss. I believe it was. Did he run Daytona? I believe he ran Daytona, but did not run Atlanta.
Yes, I believe he ran Daytona. He did not run Atlanta.
Not sure if he took a provisional in that, but even at that, if he gets out here and wins a race, then it's more incentive to try to get done with whatever you're doing and race every race this season. Not that he doesn't want to anyway, but when you're running for a championship, you tend to make things happen. Make schedules change. The 33, really close to the 75. James Nelson.
Yeah, it looks like Nathan Christensen probably took tires on that stop as well. Moved himself up into P3 here, coming to the end of the stage, working lap 96.
Yeah, so it's fresh tires right now, the top 3. They took tires, and we talked about it early on in the first stage. Taking tires was the way to go. Now, they did it under the green flag by kind of pitting a little early. and seeing how it shook out. Well, it's worked well for Chad Snyder, who is your leader by 2 seconds now over Zulu in second position, with Nathan Christensen a half second back in third.
Yeah, so you're right. The whole top, the top. Let's see. Yeah, all those fresh tires really paid off.
Right now, actually, Larry Stubblefield is really, really hoping this 85 stays out in front of Chad Snyder, and it looks like he's going to, barring any incident. He's got a good 8 car lengths or so here coming to the start of lap 99. If he makes it to the end of this lap, then Larry Stubblefield would possibly...
Oh, they did throw the yellow right there.
Oh,
yellow is out.
Okay, so they did it after he took it.
To the end, but...
Yeah, I think they're waiting for the pace car, doing the pace car that way, by hitting it after the leader crossed. Yeah, I don't know.
Actually, I think the stage break was 98.
Oh, was it?
So 98. So they completed lap 98. Yellow is out now. So
Chad Snyder gets
I was curious here. The strategy is what's going to hurt these drivers up at the front, because those drivers that pitted earlier and only took fuel, like the 01, like the 75, they're going to take tires here. And I think these other drivers that took tires are going to be forced to take fuel only, maybe. Not too sure where they stand on their tire sets remaining.
Well, you're only looking at 61 laps left, though, Dave. And they haven't had enough pit stops, even if they took tires, both pit stops. Greg Barnett's pitted 4 times. Everyone else in the top, all the top 10 now has only pitted twice. Well, with the exception, Tommy Osborne's pitted 3 times now. So even if they took tires every time.
Yeah. Your stage 2 winner will be Chad Snyder in that 26 car.
Yeah, carrying those points home.
And here they come. I'm going to watch the leader here, see what Chad does tire-wise on this pit stop.
I'm taking 4, Dave.
I think you have to. Even if you have an extra set, you're going to have to make another stop here.
Right sides are up on Chad Snyder's car.
Taking 4 tires.
He's going to have a hard time beating Zulu off pit road here. As they both had, I don't know why Chad's pit stop getting in so slow, but he gets a good acceleration off, and I believe Chad Snyder will remain the leader. That was a really close battle off the end of pit road. So here you are, 101 of 161. You got 60 laps left. Cannot run to the end without pitting. So if this green flag racing that we've seen so far, if that stays the plan of the day, then you're going to be pitting under the green for your last stop as well. And will we see folks that are short pitting? You're going to, again, you could split it halfway. I don't know. That's probably the way I would do it, is I would run 29 laps or so and then pit. But you never know what these guys are going to do. They may try to stick it out and hope for another caution.
I would run 30, not 29.
Well, we're already at lap 101. So as we see Tommy Osborne, Nathan Christensen, all these guys down pit road now. Again, maybe topping off. Well, I don't know why they would top off unless they're just waiting for strategy. See what happens on the 33 here. He comes in, tops. Oh, no, he got to stop short in his box maybe.
I'm looking now. Let's see. Larry Stubblefield looks like he's back on the lead lap. He's on pit road here. Probably topping off. Maybe just making a... Oh, his tires are... Oh, he was the lucky dog, so he's now down to take his 4 tires and fuel.
Correct. He was the lucky dog. It looks like Tommy Osborne came in for 5 seconds. He went in and topped that thing off with fuel. And you really don't burn a whole lot in a lap under caution here, but, any little bit you can get, maybe a little bit more time on track, if that's the strategy you can try. As Nathan Christensen is still sitting on pit road. He pitted from the 3rd position.
But yeah, anyways, if your strategy is to run it out, that extra lap, maybe two, could help you because you never know when a caution may fall. Cards may just be in your favor. We are in Vegas, so you got to roll the dice. Curious with Nathan Christensen is back. Yeah, he's off pit road now. Not too sure what happened there.
See, now he came in third.
Maybe a little damage.
He came in third, and he's now leaving 15th. Is where he's going to restart here.
I'd have to look to see if maybe he had a little damage, maybe, and that's why he came down. Fix that real quick. But lights are out on the pace car. Chad Snyder is going to be leading him to the green flag with Zulu in that 98 car to his outside.
Yeah, I'm looking for this to be. I'm really curious to see what the 26 has. I mean, he's going to be under pressure here. He didn't. You know, everything's equal now. What was happening? Okay, the 82 slowed up quite a bit. I think he's just waiting. Oh, somebody comes plowing around there. They didn't run into that 82. Somebody's scraping it off the wall, trying to catch up with the field. Okay. Anyway,
Nathan Christensen.
Was that Nathan Christensen?
Yeah, it looked like Nathan to me. But yeah, you got to remember too, we still have a long run. We get over, just under 60 laps here to get it done. So tire saving is still going to come into play. I would expect Chad Snyder to maybe not run very hard here early on.
Barney has the green flag in hand. The pace car coming to the end of pit road. Dives down pit lane. Control car is that 26 of Snyder in the Blues Race Design Camry. And he steps on the loud pedal and they're off.
The outside lane stacking up a little bit behind the 98. They made it work out through there. 98 outside. The 75 here trying to get a run off of 2. Now the 01 dips to the inside.
75 of James Nelson moving into that second position, followed by that 01 of Kyle Purcell. Zulu's dropped to fourth. Still working the outside of the 01. Still working the outside of the 01. As the 01 moves to the inside of the 75. 75 gets a little bit tight there. They check up.
Yeah.
3
wide down through the triangle.
Cam Harris takes that third position in the number 43 Camry. Camrys are rolling today. We've got 4 Camrys in the top 4 spots, in the top 5 spots, followed by the Ford of James Nelson and the Chevrolet of Kenneth Pack.
Ooh, Cam Harris up the hill a little bit. Oh, they're wrecking.
Turned.
98 down through the grass. Up, back up. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Hard hit for Tyrone and the 41. Ooh, as soon as he made that right-hand turn back up the track, I knew it was going to be bad.
Yeah, let's see what happens with the 98 here. The 98's behind the 43 of Harris. Harris slips up just a little bit, the 98, and then, okay, the 75 gets in the rear of the 98, sends him spinning through the grass, thinks he's got it straight, and then it just hooks hard right. Tyrone takes it. The 4 gets a piece of it as well. Mark Hollifield Sr.
Well, that was
98 doesn't look
unfortunate.
like it's moving. He's going to have to tow that thing. So the 98 ends up towing.
Oof, that was a hard lick.
Your leader remains Chad Snyder with Kyle Purcell moved into that second position. Kenneth Pack is now third. Fourth is James Nelson with Gregory Robinson in fifth.
Yeah, Larry Stubblefield back into the 10th position. Slowly climbing his way up from that pit road speeding penalty or whatever that may have been.
Yeah, it's Cam Harris is on pit road, followed by Nathan Christensen, Greg Barnett, James Bowden, and Tyrone Yo all in. The 43, I think he just came in. He's probably going to throw tires on here. I don't know. I mean, if he just took tires 7 laps ago, Let's see,
Yeah,
when did
not
he
too
last
sure why
pit?
Cam came down. Cam was. It looks like Cam's just getting fuel only here. Yeah, a little stop and go.
Barnett's off, stop and go. Tyrone Yo came and got some damage fixed. Topped off on fuel. Nathan is still sitting on pit road.
I will step away and be right back.
Absolutely. So I'm really excited to get the rest of this race brought to you here. 108 of 161 here in the QFRL Cup Series. The 41 special at Las Vegas. Thanks to Michael Kerjelak and the number 41 car for sponsoring this race. He's our special sponsor of the night, the 41 special at Las Vegas. I am David Hara with Sim World Racing Network. We will be on the air with Nathan Christensen running the show on Tuesday. So we're off this Sunday. Usually our truck races are on Sunday. We have an off week. And we're going to have a few off weeks in the truck series. They don't run quite as many races as the Cup Series do. But the All-American Racing League Truck Series is off this week. The All-American Racing League Cup Series will be running on Tuesday night. And then we'll be back here next Friday night in Phoenix for the Quick Finishers Racing League. So be sure and hit that notification bell. Subscribe to the channel here. Give a thumbs up this button if you're enjoying the racing that you're seeing here today. We appreciate it. It helps the YouTube algorithm do its thing and get this out to more people who may enjoy this type of content. Share it with your friends, all that good stuff. We enjoy bringing it to you. We hope you enjoy watching it. This has been a pretty exciting race so far. A lot of stuff going on. Catalin says, I like Zulu's new design. And where did Rada go? I haven't seen Rada tonight. Unfortunately, LA Kings, good luck to all the racers. Wish I was racing with you. That's Boone. Well, Boone, we wish you were racing with us as well. Sober One says, do we still run the trucks? Yes, we do. Okay, I see Dave responded. Good.
I'm on top of it, buddy.
Yeah, so I did get a message from Sober One as well. It's Rodney Uberpacker.
Okay.
Yep. He was asking if he could rejoin the truck series, and I just didn't get a chance to get back with him yet. So I appreciate you taking care of that, Dave.
Yeah. Rodney is always more than welcome to race with the truck series. Yeah, these cars have finished all their pit stops as well as myself, and I am ready to go to the end of the race.
That's right. And the lights are out on your pace car, huh, Dave? Ready to go green.
Yeah.
No more yellow. Oh, the puns.
I apologize for him, folks.
Yes, as we stack them up side by side, they say I have the worst jokes in Sim World Racing Network history. So there we go. Oh. Coming to 50 to go. We'll come to 50 to go. I guess it'll be 51 when you go look at the fact that it'll be lap 111.
Yeah. Observations everywhere. I love it.
I know I'm getting smarter and smarter as I sit here. I had to pull up my calculator, but I think I've got it. So we still, those guys are still going to have to pit, Dave.
Yeah, they're still going to have to make another pit stop here. Let's see, like some of these drivers came down and topped off. We saw Cam Harris come down, Nathan Christensen as well, Greg Barnett, James Bowden. They all came down and topped off, so a little bit of different strategy, but pace car is going to duck on off here, and Chad Snyder is going to lead them to the green. Green is out, Chad is off. Oh, the 01 spun his tires, it looked like, just a little bit.
Chad gets out to a pretty decent jump and moved to the high side momentarily.
Kenneth Pack now battling side by side with the 01 down through turns 1 and 2, trying to grab that second position. 01's going to battle that car on the outside off the down. Take that position, getting into 3. You know, the 01's been one of the fastest cars on the racetrack all night. Just with the way those stages were broken up. Just hasn't he hasn't come out on his side. We'll see what this last and final stage does for the 01. He's now right on the back bumper of the 26 of Chad. And dive to the inside down through 3 and 4.
Looking to the inside, comes up the track, hits the 26.
Contact.
No harm, no foul. 26 holds on to it. 01 is going to get clear, I believe, on the entry. 26 going to try to battle back on the outside. 16 running that middle lane. Is looking to the inside of the 26. Not yet. Gets good momentum off. Now looking to the inside quarter of the 26. 16 going to go low on the 26. Side by side for second place. 16 is clear. Now the 75 inside the 26 of Snyder. Again, we've seen this all night, though. You don't want to let the 01 get out there and run side by side behind him. So good thing the 16 got clear there. Let's see what happens with James Nelson. As now the 3 and the 26 are working, got momentum on the outside. 26 I thought was going to look to the inside. 3 looks to the inside of the 26.
We've got a gaggle once again back here from 4th on back. Keep your eyes on the 82 of Larry Stubblefield as he tries to work his way through. Kind of trying to find a way around the 6 and the 43 at the moment.
You get Cam Harris working this outside lane. He doesn't seem to want to get to veer away from that outside lane. Carries a lot of momentum off. The 6 staying down there working. But the 82, I believe, is going to go up top with the 43. Now he's going to run the middle. So prove me wrong right here in real time. I love it. As we see, Kenneth Pack is now under pressure by the 75. James Nelson may be the driver that's fast enough to go up here and really tie up this 01 as he gets around the 16 pretty easy there. 16 goes for the crossover. 16 will regain that second position. 75 of Nelson working the momentum on the outside. Comes to the rear bumper of the 16. Looks to the inside.
75 back to the inside. Man, I want to radio and yell at these guys to just stay in line.
Yeah, because
it's going to slow for exciting racing.
It does, and we see the 82 working his way to the inside of the 6 of Sauber. Back here to try to take over the 6th position.
The 01 is loving what he's seeing in his rear view. These drivers side by side behind him.
Yeah, they just stay side by side, and as the laps wind down, this is going to be this could definitely hurt them.
We've got Gregory Robinson sneaking back into the picture there in that 3 car up into the top 5 now. And the 82 of Stubblefield has found his way around those couple cars, putting him up in 6.
Yeah, they're backing up behind these 2 racing side by side. It looks like the 75 might get clear of the 16 now as the 26 is back on it. Stopped the bleeding and is now working on regaining that 3rd position from the 16. Looking to his inside down here in turn number 3. Gets side by side on the exit of 4. As we see James Nelson really clicking away some fast laps here, running down Kyle Purcell. They're trying to. I mean, their lap times are pretty close. I think James Nelson
about
to
a
him by
10th different.
Yes.
Gregory Robinson, that last lap was a tick quicker. So was Larry Stubblefield. A little bit quicker than our leader. Not by much, but every 100th counts.
Yeah, Stubblefield made his way around the 6 of Sauber. Cam Harris in the 43 looking to the inside of that 6 now. Tyrone Yosef back there just saying, hey guys, let's get moving. Let's get moving. He has nowhere to go, he and Tommy Osborne.
Yeah, 75's closed right in on the back bumper of Kyle Purcell. They work their way down the Nellis backstretch.
Yeah, he's looking to the inside of the 01, just saying, hey, I'm here in your mirror. Now I'm at your quarter. Now the 01 gets a good run off. pulls out ahead by a car length. 16 now looking to the outside of the 75. Thinks better of it. Falls back in line going into 1.
Yeah, a little bit more momentum on the outside there for the 01 as we saw that last time by. Able to stay up front of that 75.
3 of Robinson now around the 26. The 82 is now looking to the outside of the 26. Can't get it done this time by. We'll be there. We'll be there going into the tri-oval. I guess this is a tri-oval. Start finish, we'll call it. So now he's on the outside going into 1 as the 3 looks to the outside of the 16 of Kenneth Pack. Door gets shut. 3 falls in line. Three now looking again to the outside of the 16 of Pack.
Ooh, slide job on the 16 up across the nose of the 3. They all keep it straight and sort it out. The 82 looking for a way around the 3 of Gregory Robinson.
16 gets a good run to the back of the 75, and that really does. I mean, this isn't a drafting track per se, but it really does give him a shove forward on the 01, because the 01 was starting to pull out there slowly but surely, and then you could really see him close in when the 16 closed up on the back of the 75. So the draft does play some here, even with the push from the back.
Look at the times this time by. About dead even. A 6.3 for Kyle Purcell and a 6.4 for James Nelson.
82 of Stubblefield making his way around Smokey Robinson in the 3. Not quite clear. Now he's cleared on the entry to 3. So the number 3 is fighting back on the outside. Number 4, oh, really close. It's the 43 of Harris trying to find a way around the 26 of Snyder.
Interestingly enough, the fastest car on the racetrack last time by was Cam Harris, who ran a 48 compared to the leader at a 7.5.
Wow. Yeah, that was considerably quicker. And that could have been due to, getting that draft on the 26.
That last time by was a 48 for Cam Harris.
But don't look now. This 82 has made his way up to that 4th position. Now knocking on the door there for Kenneth Pack, trying to take that 3rd position away from him. Kenneth runs the middle line, and I noticed that the 82 has been as well. So the 82 is going to have to look to a different place to get around this 16. Because that 16 has been consistently running the center to high lane, which he runs a little higher this time by. 82 goes low. I believe Kenneth may have said, "Hey man, you're faster. Go on down there." We've still got some racing to do here.
Yeah, 75 is still hounding the back bumper of the 01 here as they work through turns 1 and 2.
So, Dave, correct me if I'm wrong, but we are currently in window. We just got into window maybe a lap or so ago, lap or 2.
Yeah, I believe so.
So these guys could, if we may see some short pitting before too long, once again.
And I'm not sure, but keep an eye on this 43 of Cam Harris. He is rocketing through the field right now, up to P5, consistently running faster lap times than the leader by a 10th or 2.
Yeah, and Dave, if you look, he last pitted on lap 107. I wonder, he didn't take tires.
I didn't see him take tires.
He didn't take tires, no. I mean, his time doesn't show that. He was only on pit lane 6.6 seconds, but he's been back there nursing these tires for the early part of this run, and now, like you say, he's just climbing through the field.
Yeah, move him up to P4. Oh, yellow is out. That's going to shake it up a little bit.
May have had an incident on track. Let's see if we can catch up with what might have happened to Tyrone Yo.
Oh, they were 3 wide off of 4.
Oh, he kind of gets into the 1 right there. The 1 gets up into the 12, comes back down track, hooks the 2, and gets the 12. The 2 gets the 12. So there we have it. We'll take another view of that. See, we'll do it from the nose of Tyrone Yo.
That looked like some bad net code as well, but they would have made contact with the way.
Oh, look out. Tyrone did a good job of mitigating the damage, minimizing the damage, I guess.
Yeah, you will see everybody to pit road this time, and they can make it from here. No more pitting unless they want to.
Yeah, so, I mean, we could say this fell into the 01's hands by getting this caution. Oh, okay, nope, he faked staying out. So, this may fall into the 01's hands here, but the 75 has been faster on the long run, so I just don't know the disparity between the tires that they had on the last run, if any.
Yeah, I think this is going to come down to who can save some tire here and maybe make a run at the end. We know all these cars are going to be going for it you can get there on the short run. One of the drivers I kind of look to maybe nurse their tires a little bit better than the rest is that 82 car at Larry Stubblefield. Always very good at saving tires and being there when it matters.
Well, he and Cam, and they get off pit lane, third and fourth. Cam did a really good job, if you remember, on this last part of the run, Dave, of managing his tires and was flying there toward the end of that.
Yeah.
Right before the caution came out.
Yeah, if that's me and I'm sitting there third, fourth, I'm going to let these drivers ahead of me kind of duke it out here, use a little bit more tire than myself, and then try to get them here at the end.
Your leader is Kyle Purcell, followed by James Nelson, Larry Stubblefield's third, Cam Harris fourth, Kenneth Pack fifth, Gregory Robinson is sixth, Chad Snyder is in the seventh position, Greg Barnett is eighth, James Bowden ninth, 10th is Curtis Sauber, Nathan Christensen is 11th, 12th is Tyler Nelson, and 13th is Tommy Osborne. That rounds out your, I believe Tyrone is still on pit road, but he's on the lead lap. I think he's still on the lead lap here. So that would round out your top 14 on the lead lap. And then 15th is Zulu. 16th is Dustin Matney. Mark Hollifield Sr. is 17th. 18th is Michael Kerjelak. 19th is Benjamin Campbell. Brendan Mathias 20th with Eric Thornton 21st.
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to all the folks at home watching and staying up here with us tonight, watching this great racing action. It's been exciting all pretty much from start to finish. The only time we saw any separation was maybe in that first stage, I believe, when the 01 Kyle Purcell kind of took off on the field. But other than that, it's been pretty tight and clean racing for the most part.
Yeah, and we're coming to like 27 to go here, maybe when we restart.
Yeah, it hasn't quite switched over to show how many to go, but yeah, it's right around 26, 27 laps to go here.
I'm just doing the fast math in my head, or on my calculator over here, whatever.
Math was never my strong suit, so I'll let you do the calculations.
And they'll probably be wrong, but hey, again, we're just assuming. How do we say it? We're just yeah, I don't know. But anyway, this is the Quick Finisher Racing League Cup Series, the 41 Special at Las Vegas. Huge shout out to AutoServe for putting their logo on that number 75 car of James Nelson. I know he's proud to have that sponsor on board out of Charlestown, West Virginia. If you need your car serviced and you are in the Charlestown area, not Charleston, but you can drive up from Charleston to Charlestown, go get your car straightened out. What are you doing? Get you an oil change at least. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going into turn one here. We've got the Night Owl So's sponsorship on this number 82 Chevrolet of Larry Stubblefield. Kyle Purcell's rocking the Mountain Dew Kickstart paint. I always like showing Kenneth Pack has the, I believe that was Prisma Health, cardiac health there on the side of his machine. I like it. And then, of course, you got the 26 Chad Snyder for Blues Race Designs. Blues does some pretty good paint schemes as well, as Tyrone Yo does in the Taz paint, iRacing paints. which you can become a Discord member and check out Ty's paints. Just look in the description below.
As they come off a turn 4, pace car is going to duck on off. 01 of Kyle Purcell going to lead them to the green flag. Green is out.
Oh, late in the restart zone, but Kyle gets a good jump. So they're heading through the rest of the tri-oval down into turn 1. The 01 gets up to a pretty sizable lead there. You see the pack fanning out behind them.
Weaving down the back stretch.
Somebody got a piece of the wall down there.
Tyrone had a little bit of an issue coming down through the back.
Fan gets me every time. Oh, looked like the one may have gotten a piece of the exit there. It's like he may have scuffed that wall just a little bit on the exit of 4. We see the Larry Stubblefield's now moved into that second position. The 75, these guys cannot spend time. They're 26 laps to go, cannot spend time here running side by side. You want to get past the other driver as quickly as you possibly can. Really,
yeah, I don't know. I think there's still some time to save a little bit of tire here. Maybe wait till 15 to go. All you gotta do now is keep the 01 in sight.
Yeah, but I don't think these guys are waiting on anything, Dave. They are battling for position. They're still at it because the 82 finally wins out over the 75. 75 is going to drop in the line behind the 82. Their best bet would be to stay single file and just roll here. See if they can keep that leader, like you said, keep that leader in sight, manage your tires. 16 still running that middle line. We see the 43 of Cam Harris.
Ooh, 01 loose off of turn 2.
As we also watched Kenneth Pack catch the outside wall again. Now looking to the inside of the 75. How do you come off the wall and then immediately go for it and say, well, I'm down here, I might as well try to pass the next guy, right? Is the 43 now looking, is he going to, I thought he was going to split him 3 wide for a moment up the middle. Thinks better of it.
Last time by, Larry Stubblefield, the fastest car on the racetrack.
Kyle Purcell holds it almost 3/10 over Larry Stubblefield. That's shrinking. We head off 4 down to the start-finish line. Just a quarter of a second at the line.
Once again, Larry Stubblefield a 10th quicker than your leader, Kyle Purcell. They're all single file from all the way back through this field.
Notice the 01's kind of up the track a little bit now, trying to put some dirty air on the bumper or on the front bumper of Stubblefield there. But yeah, I don't know if it's going to matter. He's still running him down.
82 that time, another half a 10th quicker.
We're coming to 20 to go here in the 41 Special at Las Vegas. Completing 151 laps here tonight.
That time at the stripe, dead even time-wise. I don't think the 75's done yet either, or the 16. They're tucked in tight here with the front 2, trying to get a little bit of that draft. And the 82 now right on the back bumper of the 01 as they work their way through the trial. Down into turn 1. 10th quicker that time again for the 82. Yellow's out wrecking on the backstretch.
We were on board with Nelson. It just happens so quick there. Let's look at that again.
It looks like the 53 kind of got Chad a little bit out of sorts down here in turn 1. Yeah, a little bit of contact. They got Chad sideways.
And the 4 was trying to pass. Chad Snyder came down to the bottom of the track and just clips the 4, spinning him around of Hollifield Sr. So the 01's going to pit lane. 75 stays out. 82 goes in. So, oh, no. That leaves James Nelson, the only driver not coming to pit lane. Let's see what the 82 and the 01 decide to do here, as well as other drivers, right? This is a good opportunity to leapfrog some of these guys and make it difficult on them if you just take fuel. Or, well, you wouldn't even need fuel, though, so I don't know why you would pit, I guess, unless you're going to get damage repaired or something of the sorts.
Yeah, they're taking 4 tires here. Everybody on pit road's on 4 tires. Unfortunate for James Nelson.
And Tyler Nelson stays out as well. They're going to be 1-2.
Not too sure why, unless James didn't have any tires left, but I would have thought these drivers maybe had a set left. But it's a possibility that the 75 did not have any tire sets left in his pit stall.
Yeah, and you've got Larry Stubblefield wins the race off pit road with 4 tires. Kyle Purcell took 4 tires. Kenneth Pack took 4. Cam Harris 4. 7th, Curtis Sauber takes 4. Looks like Tommy Osborne may have taken either 2. Looks like, yeah, he took 2. 7-second stop there. Then Greg Barnett, Nathan Christensen, and Zulu ran out your top 12. Tyrone Yo 13th. James Bowden still on pit road along with Chad Snyder.
And I don't think we're done with the yellows quite yet. They're going to ramp it up here. Working 17 laps to go.
Getting some strange sound effects out of iRacing. Just hearing a lot of throttle up, throttle off, throttle on, throttle off.
Yeah, I think the 82 right now is in a perfect position. He's going to line up behind the 75 on the inside for this restart. The 01's going to be up on the outside lane. Or no, I'm sorry, the 16. What happened to the 01? 01's all the way back to 12th.
I'm not sure what happened to him. He was, unless he got a...
I'm going to take a look back right now at his pit stop.
No, he was out on pit lane behind Larry Stubblefield.
Yeah, he may have had a speeding off a pit road and maybe had to drop to the tail end of the line.
Yeah, I don't know what the penalty for speeding off pit road is. A hold, though, Dave.
Interesting.
I mean, it's a stop and go. It's stop under the green, I believe. It got me here at Vegas for the All-American Racing League. Or actually, it might have been... Yeah, it was here. But at any rate, we are under 15 laps to go in the 41 Special at Las Vegas. This is the Sim World Racing Network. Lights are out on the pace car. We will go green next time by. We're not talking points today, folks. We're going to talk points as far as maximizing your points with the stage wins and things like that, but we're not going to talk. We'll be tallying the points, and you'll have to check in at Phoenix next week to see where everyone stacks up, and we'll give you a top 10 rundown of the points then. But for now, you got father-son here rocking the front row here on this restart. Did not come in, have not been in since lap 131. Other drivers behind them, starting with the 82 of Larry Stubblefield, was in on lap 144, the rest of the field. Looks like Zulu did decide to stay out and get the wave around, so it puts him back on the lead lap here.
I believe the penalty under yellow is different for a pit road speeding violation. Under green, it is a stop and go. I think that was a speeding on pit road for Kyle Purcell, so that dropped him to the 13th position.
Yeah, and it puts him at the tail of the field in Zulu. So that's very costly for him. I don't think he has time to make that up. As the pace car as it exits.
15 laps to go. 75 on old tires along with the 85.
Good jump. Bad
Ooh,
start.
outside lane stacks
The
up.
younger James Babyface Nelson pulls out to a big lead over
And
the
unfortunately,
82.
unfortunately, I think the fresh tires on the 82 and the rest of the field behind them is just too much to overcome here for the 75.
Yeah, it's a 10 lap difference, 10 or 11 laps difference there. Actually, 13 laps difference. So I look for the 82 to like really eat him up.
Yeah, here's a
quickly.
big run off of the 4 for the 82.
So this is going to come down to maybe a battle between the 82 of Stubblefield, the 43 of Harris, and the 16 of Pack. I mean, that's some really stout competition there. That and everybody behind this 82 is thinking, "Hey, stay up there, Nelson." The longer he stays up there, the slower he's going to be, and these guys are going to like get right back into this. They've got a little gap between fourth place Kenneth Pack and fifth place Smokey Robinson, about 0.6 of a second, making up the difference there.
Yeah, the 82 staying tucked in behind the 75 here. Don't look now. We got Cam Harris rolling in P3.
Yeah, and saving is out the window now, right?
Yeah, there's no saving now. It's all or nothing. 43 is trying to take a peek.
82 to the outside.
Makes a move.
Ooh, boy, here he goes. We know the 43 likes that high line. He's running the mid to low line.
Yeah, I think the 82 looked in his mirror, saw the 43 coming, and said, it's time to go.
10 laps to go. Battle for the lead. 82 the outside of the 75. Here in the 41 special at Las Vegas. Two deep, 2 rows deep for
here
first
goes.
through
82 is going to clear here off of 4.
40 or 75 jumps up in line.
Oh, 43 has to back out.
Yeah, that was unfortunate there for Cam to get hung up by the 77. Just had the 16 who was inside. Really couldn't do anything about it there. But Larry Stubblefield's now pulling away. Now some 3/10 over the 75 of James Nelson. Somebody's flashing there.
Honestly surprised that James Nelson's held on as good as he has there with a little bit older tires. Now you see the 43s looking to the outside. Trying to get a run here. See tire smoke, not sure what's going on, but gonna keep it going.
16 to Kenneth Pack, now to the inside of the 43 of Harris. Now this has brought this other pack with Smokey Robinson in the 3, Curtis Sauber in the 6th. It's brought them, the 01 has made his way up to 7th position, now working for 6th around the 6th car of Curtis Sauber.
Oh, wrecking. Cam Harris around.
Cam into the wall, holds it against the wall there.
Yellow is out.
Let's go back and see what happened to Cam. We can get a better view than this. I think I might have picked the wrong view. We'll get you a better view than this, folks. All right, as we see Cam Harris in the 43. Watch the 43. Gets a run on the 75. 75 just like twitches real hard, goes up the track. And smacks the nose of the 43. That was very odd looking. Let's take another look at that. Let's go to the blimp cam, or the chopper cam.
Yeah, that is very odd.
Yeah, it was
point on the track.
Yeah, I mean, and it wasn't like... And the 43 wasn't close enough to him for the net code to occur. Okay, he's loose. Okay, he's loose on entry when the 43 gets behind him. 43 packs a little bit of air and then moves to the right. But he's not loose there. Oh, wow. Yeah, it just it was net code from about 4 feet away because his car literally the rear end turned left and the front end turned right. I mean, it was very strange looking.
Kyle Purcell to pit road. Not too sure why Kyle is coming
Unless
down.
unless he's gonna burn that last set of tires. It says 5 laps to go. Let's just run this thing hard.
I don't think it's worth it at this stage in the race, but maybe he was already worked his way back up to 4th.
Yeah, but with his few, so he'll come out here in the 11th position. Yeah, that's a little far back. He is putting 4 tires on that thing.
Yeah, we're probably going to come to almost a green-white checkered here to the end. That's,
Yeah, I don't think he'll have enough time to utilize the fresh tires, but
I mean, we only ran a handful of laps there that last one, so interesting.
so we've still got James Nelson out there on older tires than all the cars around him. Did a hell of a job though, keeping that auto serve Ford up there in the 3rd position.
I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed with James Nelson being able to hold on with about it looks about 12, 13 lap older tires than the rest of these drivers around him. So, heck of a job there for James Nelson to stay in the podium position right now.
Yeah, and if we look back through the field here a little bit, in 7th, our biggest mover of the race is James Bowden. 6th, Tommy Osborne is up 12 positions. And then in 4th, you have Gregory Robinson, who's up 11. So some of the guys that started out in the back, either choosing not to qualify or not having the qualifying effort that they wanted, have really picked it up here. Looks like, I don't know, Dave. Yeah, you might be right. I mean, the lights are still on the pace car, and I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I'm not too sure why either, but
Watch to see if they hit one to go here.
it's looking like this could come down to a green-white checkered.
Did the lights go out?
Lights are still on.
Are they still on there? Okay.
Look to see those lights go out this time by.
So we ride on board with Larry Stubblefield. You can see the lights still flashing on top of the pace cars. He's working the tires in, trying to keep some heat build up in those tires. It's important so that A, you can get all the crud off the rear tires so you don't spin them, and B, you keep enough heat in your tires that when you get down into the turn, you know it's gonna stick. Because if they start to cool off, a lot of times you'll slide those front tires on entry to one.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to spin the tires at this point in the race. We haven't seen any issues really tonight. I think I saw possibly the old Juan spin his tires once on the restart, but it hasn't really been an issue. So let's see if the lights go out this time, and they do. Yep, they do. Lights are out.
I know Gregory Robinson's been in a position to win a couple of races already this season, and I really look for him to be hard charging here on this restarting from the 4th position. James Nelson, maybe he's got enough tires. Maybe the cycle will be enough to even him out. We'll have to see what he can do with it, because when you cycle the tires like this, you're really cooling them off just a bit. Even though you see guys trying to keep them warm, you're cooling them off a bit, which can cause the pressures to lower just a bit. It might be enough to equalize the 75 with the rest of the field. Depends on the wear, and I don't know if wear was even an issue here, really. I think it was more heat causing the times to drop.
We are coming to a green-white checkered finish. We're going to cross the line right here with 2 to go. Come around, get the 1 to go.
His car's off. We're riding along with Larry Stubblefield through the Geico restart zone. You can mash it anytime now, and there he goes.
And he's gone.
You can
can see the jump that he gets there, being the control car. We ride along with James Nelson. You can jump on these gyro cams so you guys can get a feeling of what the banking is here at this track. We head off into turn 1 or turn 3. James has to kind of work the throttle there a little bit.
I'm going to take the white flag. Next flag will end the race.
Larry Stubblefield's out to 0.3 of a second. Kenneth Pack is in second. Curtis Sauber has motored his way up into that 3rd position. Tommy Osborne and James Bowden fighting for 5th. Somebody's wrecking. James Nelson has crashed. Holifield's crashed, but we're going to stay here with our leader, Larry Stubblefield.
Your winner of the Special 41 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway goes to Larry Stubblefield.
Kenneth Pack is second. Curtis Sauber is 3rd. Wow, let's take a look at this crash.
There.
We're going to take a look at the crash real quick. Congratulations to Larry Stubblefield. We're going to have all the top 3 in our booth in just a second. Okay, let me back it up because it looks like we came in just about the time that it started there, between the 3 and the 75. So the 6 is working to the outside of the 75. 75 just goes low to go on the apron, but so does the 3. They make contact. 75 shoots back up the track, takes out Zulu, takes out... what a mess. All right, let's see if we can get Curtis Sauber in. As we see the 82 celebrating, see if we can get Curtis Sauber in the booth here with us.
All right, give me 1 second. Looking for Curtis. Curtis, Dave and Dave in the booth, you got us?
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Hey, man, crazy race. You were up front most of the night. Walk us through your race, but first, congrats on a P3 podium. Must feel good for you.
It was, man. It was a hard-fought race. It was tough. It was really tough, especially out of 4. You got real tight, longer runs. Tire wear was a factor. But all in all, it was a good race.
Yeah, man, you were cleaning up on that last restart. You know, with just it was almost like a green-white checkered there. You were cleaning up on the outside of the 75, and then they kind of tried to go low to the apron, and I think got tangled up below you. But I don't know, man. Hell of a job. You're one of the admins here with QFRL, and you guys are putting on some really good racing. So we want to just thank you for that first and foremost. And for the floor is yours, man. So anybody you want to shout out?
Absolutely. That last green-white checkered, James was on old tires, so I knew he was going to be slow in the corners. That's why I kind of went high. I don't really know what happened between him and Smoke, but we'll go back and look at it. But I just want to appreciate you guys. You guys do a wonderful job for us, so I appreciate it. I also want to shout out AutoServe for sponsoring one of our cars and sponsoring some of our races. So I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, you got a P3 in the 41 Special at Las Vegas. Congratulations. We'll send you back to celebrate.
I appreciate it. Thanks, boys.
Yep. All right, that was Curtis Sauber, your 3rd place finisher tonight. Let's see if we can get Mr. Kenneth Pack in here.
Kenneth, Dave and Dave in the booth, you got us?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, great race. You were near the front pretty much all night. Congrats on coming home in P2. Kind of a little crazy there near the end, but we expect that at the end of all these races. Walk us through your race a little bit.
Yeah, really, my car just start of a run wasn't that great. Usually about halfway through the run, it would come to me. Most of the time it's a little bit tight, but the one time earlier in the race it got loose off of 4. And that wreck with Greg was really my fault. But overall, it was a great race.
Yeah, so Kenneth, I took note of the fact that you seem to be running kind of, I don't know, maybe one lane up off the bottom through both ends of this track, sometimes going up to more the middle. But did you find something up there because your car was tight or what?
To me, the car's a little tight. And to me, that frees it up for me just a little bit to run that middle or high lane.
Sure, putting it over on
Uh,
the right
and
rear a little.
yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, it would seem to be really fast, man. Really, really fast in
Yeah.
taking that line.
Restarts, I'd rather have been on the outside. That last restart, I was just where I wanted to be.
Listen, man, you finished in P2. I know you wanted P1. You wanted that victory, but
Yes.
you can't knock a P2, man. That's good points day. We'll be discussing the points a little more next week, going into Phoenix, as you know we did have the first 2 plate races. But yeah, man, congratulations on a P2. The floor is yours. Anybody you want to shout out?
I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all broadcasting the races and all the sponsors. I really appreciate it.
All right, man. Well, listen, we're going to send you back to celebrate. Again, congratulations on a P2, and hopefully we'll talk to you next week at Phoenix.
All right. Thank you.
Yep. That was Kenneth Pack finishing in that number 16 car, finishing P2. Dave, I think we should talk to our winner, Larry Stubblefield.
Yeah, we'll pull Larry in here.
See how what he thought about his race here.
Yeah, Larry, David named the booth. You got it?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man. Hey, congrats on the win. Hell of a job.
Thank you.
Good to see you rebound from what we believe was a pit road speeding penalty.
Yeah, just barely over going in, and I hardly ever speed. And the guys had to walk me through the lucky dog and all that kind of stuff. I don't do it very often, so I had to have some help.
Man, I wish I could say that, but yeah, that's cool, man. That you seemed like you were really fast. I mean, you did start up front in the second position. You finished in first, so that shows you're fast. Was the 01 probably the going to be the toughest competition out there today? I mean, I know he kind of he messed himself up there a bit, and then ended up getting a penalty and going to the back, and then the 75 staying out, and because he seemed to be really fast. I mean, you 3 seemed to be the class of the field, and then the 75 stayed out and didn't get tires.
Kyle, he shot himself in the foot like I did, and it was too late to recover from it, I think. But we were pretty even on speed. We were both saving a lot, and James was too, I think. But he got lucky.
If you guys were saving, you guys were still flying, I'll tell you that. But yeah, Dave, you got another question for me? Because I knew you were about to say something else, and I kind of kept talking over you.
No, we covered it. It looked like the 01 did the same thing. You know, shot himself in the foot, got back there, and kind of, took himself out of the running. So
it's dangerous back there in the pack.
Yeah, glad to see it. Well, glad to see it work out for you, and to come back from that. You did it a little bit earlier in the race, which would have made it a little easier for you to get that time back. So congrats on the win, and you're looking forward to Phoenix?
I have to take a provisional. I'm glad I locked myself in tonight.
Oh, there you go.
Vacation with the family, so got lucky.
Oh, man. Yeah, well, enjoy that vacation. Listen, and enjoy this victory. But anyone you want to shout out, it's up to you. The floor is yours.
Family and friends watching, thank you. And Night Owl Stoves, check them out on Facebook, Instagram.
Very awesome. You heard it here. That was your winner, Larry Stubblefield. Larry, go celebrate with your rest of your friends, man. We'll come join you soon.
All righty, thanks.
All right, talk to you later. All right, that was Larry Stubblefield, your winner tonight in the 41 Special at Las Vegas. Unfortunately, as we go through the rundown, the 41 didn't have the race he was looking for, finishing back in the 18th position, 93 laps down, ran into some trouble. But your winner tonight was Larry Stubblefield. Kenneth Pack was second. Third was Curtis Sauber. Fourth was James Bowden. Fifth was Tommy Osborne. Good run for Tommy. Tyrone Yo gets a top 6. Good run for Tyrone. Kyle Purcell rebounds from a late penalty to finish in the 7th position, with Nathan Christensen in 8th, Greg Barnett in 9th, and Gregory Smokey Robinson, who was in that last incident there, crosses the line in 10th.
Yeah, coming home in 11th is Cam Harris. 12th goes to Tyler Nelson. 13th will be Zulu. 14th goes to James Nelson, who was in that little scuffle there late in the last lap there. 15th, Dustin Matney. 16th, Mark Hollifield. 17th, Chad Snyder. 18th is Michael Kurgelak, 19th Benjamin Campbell, 20th Eric Thornton, and last on your grid will be Brendan Mathia.
Well, Dave, I think they put on some really good racing tonight in the Quick Finishers Racing League, the 41 Special at Las Vegas. I enjoyed the race thoroughly. There was a lot of good battling. We saw several different leaders. We saw pit strategy. What else could you really ask for?
Not much, really. I mean, that lived up to its expectations. Vegas always puts on a great show. We never really saw anyone really get away from the field, except for Kyle Purcell on that first, like I mentioned earlier, that first stage. He did kind of run away with it a little bit. But yeah, tight, fairly clean racing for the most part. I think most of the incidents was just kind of a race deal. So yeah, it was fun. Phoenix, we're gonna go to Phoenix next Friday, I believe. That's a little bit different racing. That's gonna be your short track. A little bit different than what we saw here. Might be good to just slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be exciting. I don't know if iRacing grabbed any of the specs from the because we just did a massive update which added rain to the server. In case you didn't know, tracks can have rain now and cars can run in the rain. Not necessarily in these series. We won't see any of that. I'm not sure that we get much of that going into our road courses here that we'll be able to run on. But I'm just wondering. I'm curious if they got specs from the new package. Now they would have had some data supplied to them based on the real life Cup cars going through their test, but they've yet to run a race with the downforce package for the short track. So I'm real curious as to whether or not we're going to see a difference in handling than what we saw with the All American Racing League. But you'll have to tune in next Friday, and that's the next time you'll see Dave and I on the air with Sim World Racing Network. Now, that doesn't mean we don't have racing going on. Tune in on Monday to the All-American Racing League's Cup Series. I'm sorry, on Tuesday to the All-American Racing League's Cup Series. Nathan Christensen will be in the booth calling every lap of that race at... Where are we? We're at Richmond. So Dave and I will be racing in that race. So jump in there and support. Shout out for the 15. I mean, that's all you got to do. I drive the 15 SWRN car, or the 8 of David Lurfano, or any of these drivers. But anyway, we'll see you then. Thanks for watching tonight. I'm Dave. He's Dave. We're the Daves. This was the SimWorld Racing Network. Thanks for watching. We're out of here.